Hey, how's it going? It's Jonathan here, and haven't done a video in a while, so I thought I would put up I don't know if it's a review, as much as what it is just a sharing, I guess I could call it that. But this past weekend, um, I left on Friday, got there at about uh, straighten this up real quick. Got there at about 6 o'clock. I took the basic survival class with Jason Hunt's Campcraft School here in Texas, the Campcraft Texas School, and the instructor was Bryan McLaughlin. And right off the bat, got to give a shout out to him. He was really good. Uh, really really helped me out a lot and really showed me a lot of cool things. But yeah, the class wasn't actually supposed to start until Saturday at 8 a.m. But I went a little bit early just to kind of get stuff set up, and I got off work in time to do it and all of that. Um, I'll just go ahead and say it right now. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm not gonna make this up and try to make myself to be more than what I am. I did not complete this class. I I left. I quit. I quit early. Um, there was multiple reasons why, and I feel like Bryan was completely understanding because you know he never once said that he wasn't that he was going to leave and that he wasn't going to stay there and teach me. But I also know that we were both having a what is it? Sorry, my dog is going nuts. Hey. Uh, yeah, I know. Okay. Um, we were both having a pretty hard time. I know I was, and it appeared to be that he was too, but he was doing his job. He was being a great instructor. Um, so I wanted to talk about this. I do live here in Texas, and Saturday it did get up to about 107, 108 degrees. And for me, I think it was more of a culmination of things. I definitely think that if I wouldn't have gone out there early, if I would have stayed here at home and gotten a good night's sleep here in my own bed, woke up refreshed, and then went, I don't think I would have had any of this happen. So let me kind of go over what took place. I had the worst night's sleep that I've ever had in the woods on Friday night. And I know that in a survival situation, you're not going to have all that I had, and you're not even going to have the comforts that I had, and you're especially not going to be getting sleep as well as what you would if you were at your own home. I know that. But I really think that was what got me. That and the heat. And I can't tell you how many of my Nalgene 32-ounce bottles of water that I had. And I know I had at least two canteens, that's more than 32 ounces of water. And Bryan and I both would still be sitting there not sweating. And headaches, heat exhaustion. That's what it was. But so I get there, and we're having a good time, just kind of hanging out, not really doing much Friday night. And Saturday, I mean, he just got after it. He was being a good instructor. That's what he was doing. And not to not to sound, arrogant or anything, but I didn't have much of a problem with many of the deliverables. I completed them all as far as the ones that I did. The only thing that I did not finish and I did not complete was the final one, which was a night navigation. Um, the night navigation course, and while you're doing that course, you've got some other things you need to do, and as soon as you get back, you've got to do a emergency shelter and water boil in 15 minutes. Uh, I'm confident I could have done that, but I was exhausted. I was worn out, and honestly, I underestimated it. I underestimated the heat. I've been here in Texas since 2005. I was a welder and worked out in the heat in long sleeves around, fire, and I just I had never been able myself to give myself such a strict timeline and push myself that way and deal with the heat. When you go out into the woods, when I go out into the woods or go out to a couple of the spots that I go to and set up my little camp for the day and it's hot, I don't have a coach or an instructor right there with me just chomping at the bit, getting me to do stuff. You're by yourself. If you get hot, you can relax and take a break. And, this was a first for me. What did I learn? One, I learned this class pushed me to my limits, and I'm not thrilled about that. That's not satisfactory to me because I know that I'm better than that. And it's not anything with the school. It's not anything with Bryan. He never gave up on me. I gave up on myself, and I'm disappointed in that. I learned that I am more out of shape than what I thought I was. My skills weren't the issue. My skills were not the issue. The gathering the wood, all of that was not the issue. My physical demeanor, my body was the issue. I hit a mental barrier and a mental wall, and had already decided I wasn't going to stay another night out there. And I was just tired of it, and I'm ashamed of that, but I'm going to take it again, and I'm going to get it done. And it's shown me more than what I would have been able to show myself had I not taken the class. So, but yeah, Friday night was bad. The heat wasn't the issue Friday night. I would eventually cool down and start drifting off to sleep, and I must have pulled 10 to 12 cockroaches off of my head as I would try to be falling asleep. One would crawl across my face or on my head, and it would startle me, and I would take it and throw it, and then it would wake me up. I don't know what it was, but crickets love oilcloth. It may be a Texas thing. I don't know if anybody else has any experience with that, but man, if it wasn't cockroaches, it was crickets. I could literally shine my light or my headlamp up onto my tarp, and a lot of it went away when I finally figured out what I thought was going on. But at first, there was a couple of creases in my tarp where it wasn't pulled all the way taut, and they would just congregate in those creases. I mean, just tons of them. And if it wasn't the cockroaches and the crickets both, I finally got up at about 2 o'clock in the morning. We tried to go to bed around 11, and Bryan was having a hard time too in his hammock with those little ants. The ones, they don't bite you. I call them piss ants. They don't bite you. They just crawl on everything, and you feel them crawling on you, and they're annoying. So he was dealing with that. I was dealing with cockroaches and crickets. and, you know, got up, adjusted my tarp, put a couple more stakes in it, and pulled it super tight. And they weren't able to hang out in those areas, but it was rough, you know. And I'm not going to make up something. I'm not going to tell you that I killed it and that I'm the best, because I clearly wasn't ready for it. I'm glad that I took this local here with that school, and I didn't pay hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars and drove or flew somewhere else in the U.S. and this happened. That I'm very thankful for. And I'm very thankful for Jason Hunt contacting me immediately and after it was over and asking me how it went. And I was honest with him, and he told me to just stick with it and to get it done and to not give up. And, you know, Bryan let me know that I can take that class again. He's in a transition of moving to a little bit further east into East Texas. But, yeah, as soon as that gets going, I'm going to get back on it and get it knocked out. You know, I just wasn't ready mentally, physically, all of it. I wasn't ready, and I need to train harder, and I need to push myself more like that and do more things that push myself instead of just practicing. Oh, I can make a bow drill. Oh, I can carve feather sticks. Oh, I can start 100 different fires with my ferro rod and using all this crap. Like, that's all great. You need those skills, but, you know, the mental strength and the tenacity, and you know, I watched Justin Wolf's video where he was talking about his tag name and his tattoos, and, you know, the little thing that gives you that edge, like what he was talking about. I wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't prepared for that, and, you know, this is what happened. So I thought I would share that with you. If you have a chance, please, please, please take a class with that school. Their curriculum is awesome. They go over all of it. And it is thorough, and it will push you. It's a great, great school. And if you have a chance, hit up Jason Hunt, or if you're here in Texas, you know, shoot me a message or shoot Bryan a message, and let's all do it together and get it done. So, just thought I would share this with y'all, let you know how my weekend went. It was awesome. I loved it. I don't regret any of it. I don't regret any of it. I don't regret quitting because it taught me something. You know, I've had a chance these past 2 days to think about it, and it's just giving me more of a fire. So, let me know what you think, if you've ever taken any camp craft schools, or, you know, guys, I want to be honest, and I want to be, you know, transparent, and I'm not some superstar, and then that was shown to me. That was shown to me this weekend. So have a good one, guys. Try to get some more videos up, and I need to work on getting that bow drill hearth and spindle with an axe only up and going. I finally got a tripod. It looks great. I'm using it right now. Really excited about it. So I might do a little video on that or something to kind of show you what it is. But I'm still using my phone, but the picture works great, and, you know, I can't complain. So have a good one, guys. Never stop learning, and enjoy the woods.